Today we're going to graph using slope-intercept form, or from an equation in slope-intercept form. To remind you, the slope-intercept form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. It's called this because it gives you the slope and the y-intercept. The slope, that is your set of directions on how to get from one point to another point on the line. And this is ways to look at what slope is. The change in y over the change in x, rise over run, or my favorite, because it shows me exactly what I'm doing, how far up or down I'm going to go from the one point over how far to the right to get to the next point. My b, my constant, is my y-intercept. It gives me a point, 0, b. That's the starting point. That's what I'm going to graph first. So, example 1. I have the equation y equals 5x minus 3. And I'm going to graph that. Remember, I'm sketching here. You need to graph on actual graph paper. So what do we know from this equation? Well, it's actually in our slope-intercept form of the equation. Y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. My slope is 5, but I need to look at it as a fraction. I'm going to go 5 up over 1 to the right. My b is 0, negative 3. Remember, that minus sign is actually the sign that goes with the 3. So it would be negative 3. So I will start by finding 0, negative 3 and plotting that point. And then I'm going to count 5 up and 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Remember to watch your scale. This is 2 here, so I'm going to count it as 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is also, I forgot to put that in there, that's also a scale of 2, so I only go halfway over to get my 1, and then I always use a straight edge to line up my points and draw my line from edge to edge of the graph. And there's our line. Y-intercept, starting point. Slope, how do I get from here to another point on the line? I go up 5 to the right 1. Draw my line. Remember to always use a straight edge. I will start counting off if you freehand your lines. Here's example 2. Because not all lines will be given to you in slope-intercept format. 3x minus 3y equals 12. That is not y equals mx plus b format. So, if equation not in slope-intercept form, solve for y, which we've done quite a bit lately. I want my y term to stay there right now, so I'm going to subtract 3x so that it goes away. These are not like terms, so I can't put them together. Now I need to undo my multiplication here, so I'm going to divide everything by a negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. Here I go again. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. 1 times x is x. A positive 12 divided by negative 3 is a negative 4. I have y equals mx plus b. You do have a slope there. It doesn't look like it because you don't see a number, but how many x's do you have? 1. So there is an understood 1 right there. So my slope is 1, or I'll put it 1 over 1. And in just a moment, you're going to see me do something a little different because I'm not going to do up 1 to the right 1. I'm going to do up 2 to the right 2. The question is 2 divided by 2 the same as 1? And I believe that it is. B is 0, negative 4. So let me sketch in my graph. Okay, we start with our y-intercept, 0, negative 4. And like I said, I'm not going to do 1, 1. I want to go a little bit further away, so I'm going to come up 2, to the right 2. Line up my points with my straight edge. And draw my line.